Freemasons My Experience and Who They Are. This is part two. This is just a response to the other video that I did before, because there was a lot of comments, good, bad, just comments, man, because, I don't care what it is, regardless. Just people's opinions, just like my opinions on here. So I'm going to be live for a little while, so if you guys want to throw back some conversation, let's do it. Let's see what you guys are talking about. See what you guys want to hear. But first thing first, I want to clear up a couple things that people were saying. They were saying that that the lodge doesn't take applications. Well, if you want to see it for yourself, all you got to do is go online to the Preston Lodge, Preston, Connecticut. You can fill it out right there. All the information is right there. It's really clear to see. You don't have to listen to a word that I say, because I may lie. Who knows? Like, you can't tell if I lie or not. And it really doesn't even matter. I was just expressing what happened with me and my experience. That was maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. And how I said, for those of you guys that didn't see the video, like, I filled out the app. I was watching a conspiracy movie just to make it funny, and like, soon as I finished the movie, they gave me a phone call, and I was kind of shook, because I was like, what the hell? It was like, yeah, this is the Freemasons. I was like, what? It was like, yeah, didn't you fill out the application? Now, a lot of people on my other video was like laughing about that. Of course, Masons themselves, they was laughing about that. They was like, oh, this is not true. But like I said, once again, check the Preston Lodge, Preston, Connecticut. You can see it right there. It's right online. You can fill it out. All the information is right there. And it's so crazy to the point that when the guy came to interview me, or whatever they call it, the first guy came, a couple of the questions that I asked him, he was asking me, how did I know that? And I was like, man, it's right there on your site. But, well, here's the rest of the story. Well, the guy came, he checked out the house. He was like really nosy. Like, he thought I was trying to set him up. He probably thought there was some cameras in there or whatever. He was a pretty blunt dude, straightforward. And he just said exactly what happened. He said he's going to come back with a couple other members, and he's going to give me a thorough introduction to what it is to be a Mason, and see if I still want to join. And then they probably came back 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, and they talked to me about why they joined, why I should join, what I would have to do. I would have to remember a sequence of, I guess, roles, like role playing. And are you a Mason? Hell no, I'm not a Mason. I mean, for those who are, it's all fine. But they just told me, like, what it would take and what they do. And I gotta pay dues. One of the guys is telling me that it's not something you get trapped in, but you're always a Mason. So you're basically trapped in it. So he said you gotta pay dues. And everybody that I know that is a Mason or was, they say they get smashed. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal is a Mason. How do you join? I guess it's a whole bunch of different ways. It depends on where you are. And I don't know how I did myself. I went online. The internet, they got everything on there. So you can type it up, and you probably got a lodge around you. They're everywhere, especially in Connecticut. It's like the capital. It's like the headquarters are in. It's in Connecticut somewhere. You can look it up. But I don't suggest it. So don't think that I'm sitting here making this video to influence anybody to do it. So, it's all about dues, man. When you get in, you gotta pay, you gotta pay, you gotta pay. But they do teach you a lot of good things. They teach you how to structure yourself into this environment, how to step forward. Most famous people are Masons. Maybe, but that's not really that true. But it could be to some extent. But they do they teach you how to navigate with this the economic system. They put you around a lot of intelligent people, and they do have a brotherly base to them. But that's like any other organization. If you go to church, you can get that same thing. You become a Muslim, you can get that same thing. You join a gang, you can get that same thing. You just hang with your boys on the street, you can get that same thing. So just look at it like that. It's not about the group or the organization itself. It's just that it's so old. They have acquired a lot of knowledge. Are you a Muslim? No, I have no religion, man. You join? No way, bro. I'm a solo guy. I just collect information, man. I just try to live life the best that I can. And I don't suggest that anybody joins any kind of thing. I really can't see that. I don't suggest anybody join anything. I just suggest that you stay whole, try to meditate, get your mind right, and find your own center, and learn as much as you can in this lifetime before you go. That's it. Sure is. But, well, a lot of people was thinking that I was lying about just my experience. There was really nothing to the experience. I don't know what I could have been lying about, which is crazy. But I understand when you have a group and when somebody takes you in, you defend it no matter how false it is or how true it is. If it's true or false and you got emotion behind it and somebody triggers you and gets you emotional, you'll say whatever, you do whatever to defend that cause. Even if, let's put it like this, like if you had a best friend and you found out that your best friend did something crazy that you didn't see, you'll defend them until you see it yourself. That's just how it is. But, yeah. So, if you want to check them out, go ahead, check them out yourself. Do your research. Look on my old videos. No, you don't need anybody to take you there to join. You just, I guess, just walk over there, knock on the door, see what happens. Yeah, so there was other Masons that I talked to, and some people that was going to join, and they have a lot of family based in it. And they said the same thing. It's just like, it's a drain, especially when you start. They just want your money. And when they came to my house, they said one of the main things that I would have to do is push what they have going. One of those things is Masonic care. And I'm not about healthcare as it is, regardless how anybody thinks about it. It has its ups and its downs. Do you know hand signs? No. I don't know the hand signs of Freemasons. But yeah, they have you push their program, Masonic care, and things like that. So they just want you to work for them, and in turn they teach you knowledge, and they do have a lot of good esoteric knowledge. Because I also, in my job, I had the benefit of cleaning out a Freemason's house, and he had a lot of esoteric knowledge. I mean, this guy was tapped. He was on some other stuff. He was on some high-level stuff. He had a whole bunch of astral projection books. He had a whole bunch of Buddhist monks books, a whole bunch of psychedelic books. He was all into the mind. Anything you could think of. I mean, when you think back, when you go through history, like Alexander the Great, like he had books from Africa, from Egypt. You know, the Egyptians, they had a lot of great knowledge, man. And he stored it away. And now people say that the Vatican had it, but throughout time, it switched hands, and through all these secret societies, that knowledge is shared. It's just that knowledge that gives the power. So you got to imagine how powerful is that knowledge, and how just your perception changing can change your life. That's what it's based upon. And they teach you that. It's actually based off of how certain tribes develop their kids in Africa, like the steps from uh, first degree to second degree to third degree. It's all about becoming a man. When you're in the third degree, you become a man, and you're ready to go out into the world. So, from my understanding, what they was telling me, and from other things that I heard, but from their mouth, they were saying that once you get to the third degree, Freemasonry, then you can go to any other division. There's a lot of other divisions, a lot of other sectors to learn different things. So depending on your personality or whatever you want to get out of them in life, you can go that way. Uh, and one of the guys, what he said he was a part of, they have the Templar Knights. Believe it or not, that's a part of Freemasons, which is crazy, but it's true. But yeah, yeah, there's a lot of conspiracies behind them. I'm not gonna sit here and spread more conspiracies and shit. It's not about that. Uh, I would check them out. I would talk to people who are them. But this is just what I want to relay. This is answering some people's questions from the other video. Is that other Freemasons said that when you get to a high level, let's say beyond 33, and there's a guy, a couple of people on my other side that said they were, but come on, let's not play. And even if you was, why would you admit this? They said that when you get to the higher levels, they ask you to denounce your faith, whatever it may be, so you can bridge yourself over into a darker faith, whatever you want to call it. You want to call it Satanism, you want to call it demonic. Well, that's what they say. They say that they're devil worshippers, but they're Luciferians, but that also means something else. So it just depends on your perspective, because they are like the Illuminati. It means the illuminated ones, and what does the illuminated ones mean? It's the secrets of light and the light bearer, and it goes on down and down and down. Lucifer, he's the light bearer, and but it all means knowledge. Light is related to knowledge, because they say illuminated, because they bring light to the darkness, to the subconscious mind, or the mysticism, like the things that we speak about, the mysticism. That means that it's a mystery. They bring light to those mysteries and make it true. So just think about that when you're thinking about all the conspiracies and all the wordplay that's being thrown around. Was it scary and creepy? They was a little creepy, because they had a very smug attitude, I guess. Oh, I didn't go there. They came to my house. It was three of them, three older men. It was very established. They really had, no, actually, it was three new ones, and then the other one came back. So three was on the couch on my left side, and the other one that came the first time was on my right side. But they was like really smug, very confident, and very comfortable. They actually kicked their feet up on my couch, how comfortable they were. Did they have you make no, man. Nah, they just came to the house for an interview. And yeah, they were just talking, and they were just telling me they were just telling me how things was, why I should join, why they did, and what happens, and the benefits, things like that. And one of them was going over, oh, back in my day, black people couldn't join, and I'm so happy that they could now. But it's weird because they still have separate lodges. So there's segregation, man. Like, if you separate, it's still there. There's no way around that. That's just common sense. But I don't care about that. I'm not emotionally charged to any of this stuff. So back to the I didn't join. I don't. So maybe for the people that join, I have no idea about that. See, now that falls into something else, man. That's That's magic. That's like black magic. There's a difference between black magic and white magic, right? White magic is a concept. It's based off of ideology of etheric, like off of the mind, trying to generate like from like the law of attraction, like energy, trying to think it into a possibility. And dark magic is it's just manifesting things, but they're using the physical things. It's like they use blood because it covers all the elements. It covers through the earth element, the air, the water, and the fire because it's all within the body. It's just an easier way to access what you're trying to do. And I guess there's more fuel for it because there's a lot more of that energy going around. But occult, occult just means secret, man. It just means hidden. Do you believe? Yeah, it's nothing to believe. It just is what it is. Yeah, definitely. That's what they're saying. That if you join, you have to remember a ritual, and you have to perform it. I guess you get a couple of tries, but you got to remember a certain ritual after a famous Freemason that basically he's going through. I don't know if it was what the case may be, but he was gonna get his head chopped off for his secrets, and he said that I'm not gonna give my secrets away, and they chopped his head off. So it's pretty much walking you through subconsciously, building you up so you won't release their secrets once you join. But you can look that up, man. That's everywhere. That's just a regular ritual that they do when everybody joins. That's in every lodge, as far as I know. But yeah, guys, I will look up other Freemasons, their videos, like ones that went past level 30. There's 66 degrees and 155 degrees. It keeps on going. It's like a 360. It's supposed to go farther than that. It keeps on going and going and going, and just see their reasons of why they left. Instead of, because like last video, I went in and on and beyond, and people didn't really believe some of that stuff because they don't understand it, but it's all good. So I'm saying look it up for yourself. Look up other interviews with other Masons, and they'll tell it clearly as day. What's the difference between Masons and the Illuminati? Well, the difference is that the Freemasons was already in existence when the Illuminati came onto board. I guess they just had different directions. Like they are more the bearers of light, the Luciferian agenda. They're all about knowledge. They all wanted to demystify all of things that was going on. They want to dethrone the government at the time, I guess. All the things that was going. That's what a lot of them are saying. Like if you look up the interviews, you'll see it. Yeah, they make you denounce it, and then you go up higher. If you don't, they don't tell you anything. They just send you a different way, and you just don't grow anymore. That's all. Yeah, so they are separate, but I guess now somebody says that they're unified under one. I mean, it's just a word, you know. Don't let people twist it for you. Like, I don't like those words, honestly. Like, they don't hold it. They don't hold a good vibration because so many. Yeah, I guess. I mean, they're pushing you away from your faith. They don't care what you believe in because Like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter because that's just your own. It doesn't matter what you believe in. Like I said, if you was a Muslim or if you was Buddhist, because they said they have more. That's one thing they clearly showed me. They said the requirement to be in, the only one requirement to be in, is you have to have faith in a higher being. So whatever that was, whatever it may be for you, they want you to denounce it so you can go up some more levels. And if you don't, you just don't move up. I mean, it's not like they kick you out or something. It just secretly they won't let you in on certain things. Say that one more time. I didn't see it. Kind of flew by. Something about the Muslims and Masons. What was that? Well, this video was. I'm gonna get into it just a little bit. That believe it or not, if it's the Freemasons, can Muslims? Oh yeah, Muslims could be Freemasons. They said that's the only requirement. As long as you believe in something, they don't care if it's Satan, they don't care if it's Jesus, they don't care if it's the Pillsbury Doughman. As long as you have a higher being that you believe in. But if you believe it or not, like there's secret societies, there's multiple secret societies. It's probably none of the names that were listed here today. It's probably not even a group that we ever even heard of. There's a Bilderberg group that's supposed to be one of the highest. You crazy. They push. Yeah, they do push you to power within, and they push you to knowledge. I mean, honestly, if I didn't hear more about it, and I just heard the knowledge part and all the esoteric information that they have, I would have been all for it. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to join. That's why I actually did want to join about 5, 6 years ago. Not for my benefit. I honestly just wanted to learn everything they had. Then I was gonna come back on here and just spit it all. Oh, you could just type it in on the internet. You probably got one like 3 blocks from you. They're everywhere. Yeah, but there's secret societies all over the planet, and there's a pyramid, man, and religion is in that pyramid, unfortunately. Yeah, it takes time to learn all their secrets, but you'll never know it all. Religion is in that pyramid. Now, when people talk, people get emotional. Like if you don't agree with it, you don't care if it's true or not. Like if it hits your heart, you're like, ah man, now I don't want to hear this. People just shut it down. That's what a lot of these Freemasons did on my other video. And that's just how the world is. And that's how we get corrupted by these secret societies, right? Like, you ever notice when you get presidents, it doesn't matter who enters, the same agenda happens. Like if you look closely, like it's crazy how we get so fixed into media, like Trump. A lot of people don't like Trump. Do you think that's not by design? Nobody hated Trump before he became president. He had just as much power, he had just as much fame. Trump did not change. Like if you respected him then, I don't know why you wouldn't respect him now. He's the same exact dude. But what he does and why he won is because people pay attention to Trump. Because he acts like a child. And he makes people pay attention. Oh, he's on Twitter again. Oh, because we're all about drama. We're all caught up. And that's a part of the agenda. So when we're all caught up in what's Trump doing, they're doing deals over here. They're doing this over here. They're doing tests. They're testing bombs. They're spending money. Drama does sell, man. They're telling lies all over the news. Then they got him saying, "Oh yeah, Fox is lying," which they are, but so it makes him look different, so it confuses you. And then just like this is big, and people always miss this. People love Barack Obama. They love that man, but he was a sorry president, man. He was horrible. He was a cool dude. He was great to watch. He was funny. He had charisma. His speaking was very, very good. He was really intelligent. He'll kill anybody on the debate. But he was a horrible president. Like, black jobs was at an all-time low in history. Yeah, I do agree on that. Black jobs was an all-time low in history. And people, oh, well, it's because of Bush. No, for his whole term, and it just got worse. And the deficit got worse. And people say, oh, no, he dropped the deficit. He sure did after he inflated it. He inflated it so much that when he dropped it, because he was black. We voted for Obama because he was black. That's why. And he was cool. And he dapped people up. Said, oh, yeah, it made us have a reflection, and it made us feel good that there was a black guy in the White Office. But anyway, like when he got office, you don't recognize that he did Romney Care. He put Romney Care into the White House, and he was completely against that. When he started running, he was completely against that. But he put Romney Care and he turned it into Obamacare. But nobody noticed because we're just brainwashed, man. We don't look at the small things. Should we vote for somebody who will love our great country regardless of color, religion, and sex? Of course. I mean, vote for whoever you want to vote for. Honestly, I don't know, man. The more you learn, it's tough, bro. It really is. It feels like it doesn't matter what you do. Same thing's gonna happen anyway. It's predestined. Like, these guys are raised to be president. It's not like they pick presidents. These guys are raised. If you go through their history, you'll be like, wow. Do you know that most of these presidents are all related in blood? And you're like, yo, Barack Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, he's black. How can he be related to these white guys? I mean, I got white in me. Slavery, brother. He's actually got Russian in him. And they knew he was going to be president since he was a baby. How is this possible? But this is the world that we live in. So think about it when you start saying things. And when people start saying things like Trump, oh man, he's racist and da da da. Man, let's really look at that. This is America. There were slaves here. How many racist presidents did we have? And now you care? Like, who gives a shit? I don't. Like, honestly, if Trump is racist, I don't give a shit. I don't care. It doesn't. As long as nobody's coming to my house trying to kill me, I really don't care. But let's not get derailed. It's all a focus. They give you a lot of rage. They give you a lot of drama to think about daily. They give you this shooting that just happened. They let you think about that. Whoa, you just dropped a bomb on me, man. Never lose hope, bro. Power of God is all about. Yeah, sure. I never lose hope, but it's just it's a reality. It's just the reality of it. I don't think about it because it really doesn't affect me as much as it used to or it could. But what's this guy's name? The guy that's running around because he used to work for the NSA, letting out surveillance. These secret societies like the Freemasons, they build you up just like the military builds you up. They condition your mind, they condition your spirit and your soul. The Freemasons, they're known to, let's throw in Illuminati. They're known to, when you join, they want you to look bad. They want you to degrade yourself. They want you to embarrass yourself as much as possible in public areas so people could see you. They want you to lose that ego. But that's crazy because, like, even though they do some bad things that I don't condone, that is, that's, that's what we all should do. We should break that ego down because we are so egotistical. We are all about the I, right? Like, I said it before, you know, when these shootings occur and these stabbings, these killings, and people, the Muslims, right? The bad Muslims. Let's correct that. When they blow people up, we don't care about the victims. We don't care about what's going on. We only care because we feel like, wow, that could have been me. That's how the human brain works. That's the only reason that it emotionally moves you. You don't really be like, wow, that kid died, this kid died. You're like, yo, my kid could have died. But we need to start worrying about everybody because we're losing that compassion. But we're structured to be like that. We're getting numb to emotion. We're getting numb to compassion. When you see somebody get hit by a car, we laugh nowadays because all the movies that we see. We see somebody get shot, we don't say nothing. We just go back in. We see kids getting whipped, get smacked up. We don't say nothing. Nah, it's not my business because we're so drowned in survival mode. We're all stressed out. And yeah, I'm going to start doing some videos on that. Like, I got some great methods to change your life, change your mind, change your personality, your personal reality, and get you going, man. But I like that. So that's why they have victim faces instead of the killers. Yeah, that's true. Why do they put the victim faces out there on the news instead of the killers' faces? That's true, that's true. But we gotta understand too, like when you see things in the media, it's them they wanna have you sucked into the TV like the Matrix. Like you see how in the Matrix they had everybody onto those machines, right? Because that's what they're doing to us. When you're sitting there on your TV, imagine if one of those things was on your head, because that's how it seems. Because they're emotionally draining you. You're like, oh man, that happened. You know how many people are on this planet and one thing happened? Wow. That's mind blowing. Actually put that into perspective. One shooting happened? That's great, man. Just one? Just one shooting happened in this month with trillions of people, trillions and trillions of people on this planet? We're not doing bad. Back in the day, a whole bunch of people got killed. We just didn't notice because media wasn't at its all-time high like it is right now. That's the only difference. And these secret societies, they let you understand this. They let you understand that this is why the media acts this way. This is why money is so relevant. This is why money works this way. How to structure yourself, how to build yourself up. All those classes that we didn't have in school that we should have had in school. That's what they're learning. That's why they're always a step ahead of us. That's why George W. Bush Sr. was saying maybe one day we'll have a united fold and we'll all come together in one government. And if we succeed, which we will, we'll have a new world order. That's what they want, a new world order. Now this is one of the biggest conspiracies out there, but it's so weird to me that there's so much noise, there's so much distraction, there's so much bullshit that means nothing in our media. That's true. There's no food for the mind. There's no way to grow. They don't show commercials. Oh yeah, improve your life. Improve your focus so you can get your mind right. We got this new program so you can take care of your family, become financially stable. We got these new programs so everybody can get a job. or you can open up your business. No, they're selling Cheetos. They sell you a new vacuum. They sell you oh, it's hot, get an AC. They'll give you anything to keep you distracted. Oh, look at what Trump's doing now. Who cares? He's a grown man. He's a grown man. You put him in office, why you mad? Let him be. Let him do his term, and let's put some other crazy ass in there. Do you ever wonder, we got enlightened beings on this planet that are like extremely intelligent, way above normal people. Their perception of life is way higher than ours, and this is scientific proof behind this, that they put them into EKG and they read their brain scans, and it's true. Why won't they make people like them our presidents? In my opinion, the New World Order already exists. Everything is ready. That's true. Does it already exist? Yeah. They're already pushing that agenda. That's for sure. Like, and all the stations on TV are all controlled by what, like 5 funnels? So how do we have a selection? And I notice, because I pay attention, I don't try, but I do, just naturally. There's certain words that are constantly said on TV when it comes to taboo subjects, mystic subjects. If you watch Supernatural, what I used to watch a lot, or if you watch any Marvel show or DC show, and they talk about meditation, they're like, oh, meditation, oh. They always try to make it seem as stupid as possible, because they don't want you nowhere near that. You ever get that? And people don't realize that. You don't ever see that? Anytime they're talking about crystals, some kind of Reiki, some kind of healing, they're like, oh, it's a hippy dippy. Like, there's scientific proof behind meditation that shows that it dramatically increases intelligence and it improves the body and the function of the mind. But they make it seem so crazy. And anything that has to do with being super or more active, yeah, anything that has to do with being more than human, they're like, oh man, you're a freak. That's the word. Remember that? Remember I said that? They'll say, oh, that freak. Oh, you're a freak. Like if they're psychic or they got some kind of ability, they say you're a freak. They say these certain words that are emotional triggers to you. You be like, oh man, I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want to say that in public. I don't know. That's too general. You're saying that ex-members of Freemasons, they're racist? That's a general. That's like saying that all black people hate white people. That's just an open statement. I don't know what the. I'm not gonna sit here and just make a claim because I'm wrong. Because a claim is always gonna be wrong. I can't say why a Freemason is an ex-Mason. Why anybody's an ex anything, but it is what it is. But what I was saying was all the distractions, all the, like with that. I'm not sure if you're a Freemason, and this is not about you. So please don't get offended. I try. I try not to offend people. But when people associate their self with groups, religion, and ideas, that brings you away from who you are as an individual. See, that's a big thing, is that they try to destroy the individual, because if you individualize yourself, you want to know who you are. And how would you do that? You'll seek. You'll try to go within, right? But if you're I'm not a Mason. Haha. No worries. I'm brown. All right. Life's good. All right. But they try to keep you away from yourself because they don't want you to start going into yourself. Because when you go into yourself, you start thinking for yourself. But once you're, um, I'm black, I'm African American, I come from Northern Africa, my ancestors, and then you associate that's what I am, and you don't find out who you are, like what you are, what's your capabilities. Like you're stuck and repeat. Like I got a lot of let me not pinpoint any. Oh, wow, we're back. Okay, cool. I didn't know you can just do that like that. I was gonna shut it down and everything. Turn on this light. I think it's gonna shut off anyway, guys. So I just want to end this video. Thank you guys for listening. So let's just be more aware of who we are, what we gotta do. Wake up in the morning, eat right, do some rituals, man. Some spiritual, some mental, some physical rituals. Break out of your conditioning, because you're being conditioned. You're being conditioned to work for the state, to work for the government, and believe in the government and give your power to an entity that is less than you. Like, the government is an entity, and they're draining you to have them as your religious source. Like, you believe in them. You give them all your hopes and dreams. You sacrifice your family for them. You eat what they give you. You know, they're like your parents. So you're less than a man. You're less than a woman when you're dealing in a situation like this. We need to step out of this because we can't blame these secret societies that they're making their own way, that they're trying to do the best that they can, even if we see it as evil, even if we see it as good or something in between. It all comes down to us. If we don't make a move, if we don't change who we are and make something different, it doesn't matter at the end of the day. People always ask me nowadays, oh, what about the psychic stuff, the mediumship work? Everybody's capable. I don't do it anymore because it's just drama. If it ain't coming, if it's not about your individuality, you seeking more within, you learning more about you, you growing and blossoming something higher, to the point that this government, these societies, this structure of this world, this matrix that we live in doesn't affect you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. When you focus on other people more than you focusing on your own situation, you got some problems. If you're trying to figure out people, trying to figure out people's mind, figure out what people are gonna do next, you're on the wrong path. You're not gonna be happy at the end of the day. And what is life about? It's not about giving your kids money when you die. That's pointless. What are they gonna do? Give money to their kids when they die? Then it's gonna keep on going. Money ain't gonna do anything for nobody. It's just a source of openness to get you from one door to the other door. That's it. It's just a tool. What we got to give our kids is stability, mentally, physically, emotionally, energetically, in any way that we can. And how we're doing it right now is just not the right way. It really isn't. And thank you. All the conspiracies, just drop them. Because if you're not willing to dig into it yourself and find your own knowledge, and if somebody ever tells you some good information and you just write it off without even looking into it, but this is the world that we live in, and we're being run by the unintelligent. And intelligence isn't much at all, but there's a certain kind of intelligence that a lot of people don't even seek. They think reading a book, doing good in school is intelligence, because that's how we use the word, but it's false. And if you want to continue to be led like that, because that's how history been led. We've been killing people, murdering people, pushing people over, stealing from people, just raping them for whatever they have. And that's all key to our intelligence, right? So next time we talk about secret societies, we talk about conspiracies, we talk about presidents and all these groups, the cabal, entities from other planets that have bad intentions, whatever, all these bad forces, right? Look at the bad force that you're creating inside yourself when you're becoming a victim, because none of this can exist without victims. None of this could exist if we just was aware of one or two things. If we're just aware of our kids, if we could just stop yelling around them, if we can stop watching so much TV around them, if we could stop giving them all this fast food, if we can stop telling them, oh yeah, just go get a job and work for the rest of your life because that makes sense. That doesn't make sense. Body be all beat up by the time you're 50 years old, and they're going to kick you to the side instead of living life and exploring this planet while you can. We got to change. We got to change. And if you're waiting for the president or you're waiting for the law to change that for you, don't know what to tell you. Truly don't know what to tell you. See, a great man said that if you can't fix your family and the things around you, that's one thing. But when you can't fix what's going on inside you, that's a horrible thing. So let's do the right thing. Let's do our yoga. Let's do our meditation. Let's eat right, man. And we won't have to worry about none of this other stuff. It won't be relevant. It really wouldn't. So please, guys, subscribe, comment, let me know. I'm gonna be doing some videos on I can't pronounce the word, neuroelasticity, epigenetics, how you can change yourself overnight, how people cure themselves in a day from cancers and all sorts of things. Why is this possible? And why do we need to know this as human beings? Thank you for watching Thompson TV. Please subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Peace.